What's up, guys? My name is Seth Spartan, and I'm a nutrition, training, and hormone expert for Prometheus HRT, Testosterone and Hormone Replacement Clinic. Let me tell you a little bit more about me. When I was in high school, I got into lifting weights, and when I was 16 years old, I could bench press 350 pounds. I got into powerlifting after that, won a bunch of stuff, and by the time I was 19, I was able to bench press 410 pounds, squat 550, and deadlift 600. After that, I switched to bodybuilding because I wanted to get paid to do what I love, and I thought I could be great. I won the Teenage Mr. Wisconsin at 19, and after that, I thought I could be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I was being delusional, but being pushed by the older bodybuilders didn't help. In my early 20s, I pulled the trigger and got completely juiced out. This was pharmaceutical grade with a prescription, so there was zero doubt of the quality I was using. I got absolutely jacked, and that's when these pictures were taken. At my biggest, I hit 260 pounds with visible abs. For reference, my height is 5'10 and a half on the dot. I felt invincible for these 2 years. That is, until I had heart problems. High amounts of testosterone or anabolic steroids will hypertrophy your muscles, but they will also hypertrophy your heart, which is a muscle. When the heart walls get too thick, your heart can't pump blood out efficiently anymore. This is what kills all the bodybuilders and athletes every single time. And this is what happened to me. I got heart dysfunction from my heart being too big and too thick. God then hit me over the head with a hammer, and I stopped everything, not just the drugs. I stopped my nutrition, my training as well, everything. I just did cardio. This is what I looked like a couple years later. Just a regular athletic dude. I got my heart scanned again with the same echocardiogram I got the first time, which diagnosed my heart issues before. And this time, everything went back to normal and was great. Praise God. Sometimes the heart doesn't go back to normal, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if I would ever bodybuild again, but after being reached out to by a testosterone replacement clinic and signing with them, I started the trek upwards again. This time to see what was possible on testosterone and HGH replacement. How far could I take it? I traveled the country competing. Then I wanted to see how big and strong I could get. 405 bench press for reps, 635 incline bench press for reps, and a 500-pound squat for a whopping 12 reps with sleeves. Yeah, I think I hit close to my peak with that. I didn't feel like getting fat to be able to move even more weight. So now this leads us to our current conquest and adventure, aesthetics. Jack Frank Zane sounds good to me. The goal of my channel, public speaking events, and when I talk to people in the gym is this: stop using anabolic steroids. There are severe health consequences. Stay natural or do testosterone and HGH replacement. We are currently living in a real-life steroid epidemic. Now let's have fun, guys, and get into the video. I am Seth Spartan. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Seth Spartan here, nutrition, training, and hormone expert, boom, for Prometheus HRT Hormone Replacement Clinic. But you guys already knew that. Guys, this video today is something special for you guys. You're gonna wanna listen up. And why? Because you're gonna hear something that is not normally preached or taught in the bodybuilding, fitness, athletic, steroid world. What is that? Guys, listen up. Steroids are addictive. Let me say that again. Steroids are addictive, both physically addictive and psychologically addictive. Now, I want to take this chance. I want to take this second. Ooh, I look good at this angle. Kaboom. That looks nice. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail. But besides that, guys, I want to take this chance to tell you guys and to push back against all these people like Greg Doucette and all these other big YouTubers, or even if they're not YouTubers, all these people that think steroids are not addictive, both physically and psychologically. Greg Doucette put a video out, or he was talking. I literally watched the clip of Greg telling people that, yeah, steroids are psychologically addictive, but they're not physically addictive. Guys, what happens when you go on either what happens when you go on either regular anabolic steroids, which are testosterone derivatives, or you go on high amounts of testosterone, or even SARMs for that matter? What's going to happen? Your natural testosterone, your natural endocrine production shuts down, and you have essentially no testosterone, and no estrogen in your body. And estrogen, if your estrogen's low, guess what? Your HGH levels also plummet. Most people don't know that. Estrogen directly controls pituitary release of HGH, but that's not what this video is about. So here's the thing. In terms of just strict biology, anatomy and physiology of the human body, steroids are addictive physically. Why? Because your body, after you experience shutdown to whatever extent, okay, but if you go on high amounts of testosterone or anabolics, I'll just tell you this straight out, you're going to experience full shutdown. And even if you don't shut down fully, like if you take Anavar or certain SARMs or whatever dosage, even if you don't shut down fully, you still have some amount of physical addiction. Why? Because the endocrine system cannot function without them. You're shutting down that system, okay? So by definition, by an anatomy and physiology perspective, guess what? Steroids are physically addictive because the body needs them to function, okay? And that's another reason why, guys, if you're trying to get off anabolics or high amounts of testosterone, you cannot just go to zero, okay? You're gonna be depressed, anxiety, you know, you could be suicidal. I hope not, but that happens, okay? And you know, you can actually do damage to your body. That's why you need to go down to TRT, and then there's a whole protocol, there's a whole way to get your production back. And it's the same thing with, you know, this is a little bit of an extreme example, but it's the same thing with heroin or opioids. You know, if you go on, put this way, and this happens to people all the time, okay? This happened to a friend of mine. He was playing football, got an injury, okay? He got Vicodin, also known as hydrocodone, okay? It's an opioid for those that don't know. It's in the same class as oxycodone, heroin, morphine, all of these drugs, okay? So he got injured, hurt himself playing football. I can't remember if he needed surgery or not, but regardless, he got put on hydrocodone, also known as Vicodin. When he was no longer in pain, he went to get off these things and he couldn't stop, in the sense that, you know, he was having withdrawals, okay? I can't remember how long he took it for. And the thing is, why do you get the withdrawals? Because your body naturally produces its own natural opioids. You know, this gets released when you work out. The harder you work out, the more that are released. That's why you can actually literally get addicted to marathon running and other running. But that's in a whole different camp, okay? So, and that's why I love training hard too. It feels really good, right? But there's a reason for that. You know, God put these systems in play in our body. Having said that, in his case, what happens is that by supplementing these synthetic opioids, you shut down your natural production of opioids, and guess what? You have absolutely terrible side effects, and in some severe cases, I believe it can also kill you, okay? Heroin withdrawal and different kinds of withdrawal. So here's the thing is that from steroids, you know, I personally don't know anybody who stopped steroids and died, but I can tell you, when I've stopped either high amounts of testosterone or anabolics or whatever have you, I have had severe, I didn't die, but I had severe side effects in terms of my blood pressure dropping dangerously low, okay? So you cannot stop this stuff flat out. You just can't. You have to do it. You have to go down slowly and then do hormone replacement. Your body needs that. But let's go into, I don't want to go too far off subject, even though I do, and for good reasons. There's lots of good information to give you guys. But what I want to tell you guys is this. Steroids are absolutely physically addictive. Coach Greg, or Greg Doucette, whatever he goes by, is completely and absolutely wrong. They are physically addictive. And when Coach Greg said that, or when other people say that they are psychologically addictive, they're also correct. So you have physical addiction and psychological addiction. Anabolic steroids and high amounts of testosterone are both. Okay, so and why are they psychologically addictive? I'm going to tell you this straight out, okay? And for the people that have not used anabolic steroids, just try your best to understand me, okay? Normal testosterone. I take injectable testosterone through my doctor, through my clinic with the prescription. I go to the very peak, okay? Typically, I'll go between 1,000 to 1,500, because anything over 1,500, I have never seen someone produce naturally. I've seen people produce naturally up until about 1,500. But here's what you got to know. Testosterone makes you feel good. Testosterone, let me say that again, because people have all these misconceptions. testosterone makes you feel good, okay? It makes you feel incredible. Testosterone makes you feel happy, strong, energetic. It makes me, I'm always in a good mood. I'm happy with high testosterone. I feel great. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel strong. I feel vibrant, like I'm chasing butterflies or something, okay? So, you know, and when people think about roid rage, if you take 10, 20 times what a normal person produces for testosterone, this is amplified. Now, do you get roid rage? I mean, if I go 10 times what my body normally produces, you know, I think that I'm getting, you know, the anxiety and short fuse and stuff. That's because your hormones are so out of whack. I don't believe that's from the testosterone. But let's leave that topic for a second. Testosterone makes you feel good, strong, happy, and if you crank that through the roof, I'll address anabolic steroids in a second. But if you crank testosterone through the roof, you feel so good. You feel invincible. You feel strong. Even without all the physical things, you know, you're bigger, stronger in real life, all this other stuff. You feel so euphoric and strong, and you feel invincible, okay? And psychologically, even without seeing anything in the mirror or being stronger in the gym, you feel invincible, okay? So, and that's not natural. I'm talking taking high amounts of testosterone. Now, other steroids, if we're talking about Tren, Deca, Dianabol, all these other things, some make you feel good and some make you feel really bad. Terrible, okay? Trenbolone, terrible. Deca, terrible. It depends on the individual. But the thing is that, you know, anabolic steroids are basically, man took testosterone, which God made, and messed with it a bunch. And, you know, some have different effects than others. So the bottom line is this, though, is that the ones that are like testosterone and keep the mental effects of testosterone are super psychologically addictive and physically addictive, like we established, because they make you feel good, they make you feel happy, they make you feel euphoric, you feel amazing. The ones that do not keep some of the mental benefits of testosterone, and by the way, that's why Dianabol makes you feel so incredibly good. It makes you feel like Superman, is because it replicates testosterone's mental effects on the brain. But others like Deca, Tren, which ones, Anavar, other ones that leave out that they don't make you feel like amazing, like testosterone. So those are not psychologically addictive. You might like the progress they give you, but they're not psychologically addictive, okay? Because they don't still hold on to those effects on the brain. So hopefully, guys, more than hopefully I've enlightened your world, and I have, you know, given you the best information ever, okay? In this video on this channel, and giving you real talk about why steroids and how steroids are addictive. They are addictive both physically and psychologically, except for some that do not hold the mental effects of testosterone. Guys, Seth Spartan, stay safe, stay healthy. Keep the questions coming, keeping everything real with you guys, and take care of your body. You only got one, and I think we'll end the video with that. Yeah, kaboom.